GVP.Station 芭乐苹果，接下来为您播放的是 Oldman David 的实况。
真的是怎么会这样呢？下一个案件了。觉得还不错是不错，只是有点那个，性能无法全开了。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover?
Bee
Do you
lover.
mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
希腊翻
He
译
does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help.
Help.
Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I
Minecraft
wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are
they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
奖杯纪念品，为什么用于它？这是凶器耶，为什么要拿来当纪念品？计时。结论没错，卡恩是有罪的，就是卡恩是干碎的。华生，我们要出门了吗？
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
没有电话怎么叫？
A map of London and the surrounding area. Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1周之后，他真的拒绝。1周以后发生了什么事情？ 好，继续。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight, it's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
Oh.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
凭空消失的。打开推理，有什么线索？果然也是啊。解开消失的列车之谜。什么都没有。回音包是。哈哈，这够小了。马车。到了。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
What should we do next, Holmes?
调查现场啊。哦，这是车站。我们应该是沿着铁道走的。不，啊，这是铁道，不知道有什么东西。忽略了。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
消失的快口，亮开了。
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
站长，是啊，我们跑回去吧。站长，
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
什么也没有，彻底灰的灰头发，荣誉勋章，土壤的斑点，婚戒。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Okay.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please. Take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
坐车是在哪边呢？当地地图，像这边。
This map will be useful.
这什么鸟地图？有跟没有一样啊，有够简单的啊！天哪，我们去办公室了 ，Office。
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
所以整台火车解体了，可能短时间吧。
This part is probably from a locomotive.
哦。老师，你都在那边要吓死人了，走开啦！也没什么东西耶。办公室，办公室在这边吗 ？Office。这是信件。
Railway post bag. Railway post bags.
这个是邮政包啊，邮政包应该也没什么问题。办公室在哪里？电报机，办公桌到了，电报。
A new telegram.
I think we should read this, Mr. Robinson.
罗宾森，给所有人发现戴布罗宾逊先生，罗宾逊先生告屁事啊！发现。火车构造。
Here is the train set.
写入模型的火车构造。它是一个1、2、3，应该算是5节车厢一个火车头啊。 路线哦，诺丁汉到伦敦，伦敦和东北铁路324次列。它的构成有火车头、运煤车厢，所以它是用煤去燃烧的火车头，一等车厢。第3列，然后再来是第4列是邮政车厢，第5列是特别车厢，罗宾逊先生已预定。然后最后一个车厢，第6车厢是2等车厢，已预定。火车构造，它到底是怎么样把它弄走的？搞不懂。这是谜团啊，谜呀谜。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah. 罗宾逊先生，那怎么去见那个罗宾逊？走开了，花生被爱着爱着。跟站的，特殊过程。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
哦吼，看来我们要去那个车站一趟了。布里灵顿，消失的火车在这边。好，我们过去一趟。宝山人在干什么？我们打开推理看看。列车和人也消失了，可是没有列车的痕迹。特殊货柜，这个没有用。特殊补助没有用，没有用。3个线索。目前只有3个线索。好，看来我们到了。好，我们再看看啊，会得到什么样的结果？进去看看。罗宾森先生，一部西部牛仔风，德州大叔。德州大叔。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
No.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
怎么那么机车啊？一副奥 K 样。澳大利亚式的帽子，该不是澳洲吧？昂贵的衣服， 洞洞的金戒指，这手提包有点贵。橘皮、鳄鱼皮、螺钉成。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a directors' board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas company.
智利的。
I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Oh.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Goodbye, sir.
我看了有一个可以继续问，那个本桥在哪里？站长，我有事要问你，站长。实在觉得很奇怪耶，我如果 BIV 的客户在那边，竟然没有提醒他，就自制的把车子开走。
How may I help you?
实在是。
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
乘客的问题。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
哦吼，有个秉公职守的，年轻时代那不会变通，傻傻干净的衣服。 还有说明，还有油墨。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
这臭小子实在是的。擅长是新手，但我觉得太
Let me
骄傲
speak。frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is...
可是我觉得福尔摩斯不是相关单位，他虽然是真正是私
I
家
scolded
侦
the
探。
ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
奇怪的讯息。
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
这什么东西啊？谢飞车，搞不懂。哦，中间的站。谢飞是报告，这里现在是发生多少事？辨认对没有。哦吼。 停滞且稳定。地上的经济。 不知道什么东西。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
好简单呢。身体的保险呢，由保险覆盖能力一起造成的。原型的价值50%哦，最大赔款金额15000元英镑。 1年可续保，可续保，15000英镑相当于多少台币啊？哈哈哈，不知道哎。但是，华生有话，
How is it even possible for a train to disappear?
凭空凭写错。 2个乘客，但这令人匪夷所思。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
哦，再看一下。 工作服，都是什么？便宜车票，粗糙的皮肤。哦，看到了，已婚，他也结婚了，一般的工作人士。What happened?
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night, I were on the train, as usual, with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
售票员
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
富人的肖像
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Oh,
Goodbye, sir.